When our hero sees the magma inside the cave, he immediately walks closer to it. He reaches out with his hand and touches a flowing stream of magma. The very moment his hand makes contact with the magma, system notifications begin to appear before him. The first notification informs him that he has obtained the Twilight Attribute Technique, which belongs to the Twilight God realm. Immediately after that, a second notification appears before him, stating that it can devour surrounding attribute energy and strengthen the young attribute based on the absorbed power. After reading these notifications, our hero grows serious and begins thinking deeply. He mutters to himself, wondering if this is a fire attribute similar to the Desolate attribute, one that is extremely targeted and specifically feeds back to enhance the yang attribute. While he is carefully observing this energy, another notification suddenly appears before him, announcing that he has obtained a new ability called Death Brand. A warning follows immediately, stating that this ability has special attributes and should be implanted with extreme caution. Our hero is completely confused about what is happening when yet another notification appears. It states that the ability grants infinite deaths, and after being killed by someone, the death brand will be imprinted into the opponent's body. The effect of this imprint causes the opponent to lose the pain and fear of death and fall into endless cycles of death. After reading all of this, our hero becomes even more serious. He continues reading and realizes the effects carried by the death brand. The first is Yellow Spring's Flame, where flames from all directions of heaven and earth endlessly burn the person marked with the death brand. The second effect is Death Collapse, which carries intense poison and, as the name implies, brings invasion and curses of death, causing the body structure to collapse endlessly. The third effect is Hellish Vision, where the gates of hell open for the branded individual, and the evil spirits of hell line up to escort them to their burial. Our hero thinks to himself, "Infinite deaths. This ability is indeed powerful, but it may not be suitable for me right now. The price is too great. This side effect of death is not something I want." He then scrolls through the system interface and makes a decision. He commands the system to retain the Death Brand ability, but not learn or implant it for now. At this moment, Lin Yi is watching our hero closely. A powerful magma shield has already formed around him, and he stands within it while absorbing this immense power. Seeing this scene, Lin Yi feels happy and shocked at the same time. She thinks to herself that her cousin actually managed to subdue flames that are like hell itself. She wonders if this means he has gained yet another attribute ability. She continues thinking about how many different attribute abilities he already possesses, finding it completely unbelievable. As our hero finishes absorbing the spiritual energy, he becomes serious again. With a calm smile, he looks toward Lin Yi and tells her not to lose focus, saying that there is something else here besides this. The moment Lin Yi hears this, she immediately turns around and sees a dragon standing behind her. Seeing the dragon, she becomes slightly frightened. Instantly, our hero rushes forward at full speed, sword in hand, and positions himself in front of Lin Yi. He calmly tells her that it is not a dragon, but merely a mutated lizard, saying that at best it can only become a slightly larger four-legged insect. Then, our hero activates his Twilight energy and laughs as he says that this is perfect timing to test his newest ability, the Twilight Flame Domain. The moment the dragon sees this, it quickly opens its mouth and launches a fire-type attack toward our hero. Seeing the attack rushing toward him, our hero immediately swings his sword forward and releases his own attack. Both attacks collide violently in midair and explode instantly. The impact is so powerful that the entire cave is blasted apart in a single shockwave. The force of the explosion is immense. The guards standing outside are completely stunned by what they witness. A girl standing outside feels the overwhelming pressure and urgently says that something has gone terribly wrong inside and that backup must be called immediately. Beside her, another man is monitoring the situation through his device. The spiritual energy readings on the device skyrocket, causing him to panic. He hurriedly agrees and quickly sends out a signal from the device. The signal travels directly to the War God Zone, where Galen is present along with many other people. A warning voice echoes from the system, announcing that a new mutated life form has been detected in Tianhai Forest. The spiritual energy concentration has increased by 1000%. The danger level is classified as S rank, and the abnormality level cannot be calculated for now. At this moment, Senior Wu is standing beside Galen. After seeing the spiritual warning signal, Galen says with concern that this timing is extremely bad. She notes that the spiritual energy in Tianhai Forest had been stable for a long time, yet something like this happened precisely when the Entamer entered to cultivate. Senior Wu, standing next to her, speaks as well. He says that although he trusts the hero's strength, they should still go and check the situation personally. Immediately afterward, both of them depart at full speed, heading straight toward the direction where our hero is located. They soon arrive near the hero's area and land heavily on the cave where he is inside. The girl responsible for security is shocked when she sees how fast they arrived, thinking to herself about that terrifying speed and realizing that this must be the power of a Vajra realm expert. She thinks that while the Entamer is someone whose strength alone can trigger phenomena, Elder Wu is someone who doesn't even need to mobilize spiritual energy. With just a simple movement, he can shock all pioneers with his low-key yet profound power. In just a few seconds, they accurately locate the position and arrive at the scene. This level of teleportation ability can only be described as flawless mastery. As the two continue moving forward, they reach the cave entrance. Senior Wu raises his hand and says that this is the place. In a single motion, he uses his power to throw aside the massive stones blocking the cave and begins moving inside, saying that they should go in. Meanwhile, inside the cave, the attack our hero launched at the dragon was extremely powerful. In order to protect Lin Yi, our hero had created a protective barrier around her. Even so, Lin Yi was still affected by the pressure of the impact. She could not see anything clearly. Looking toward the light ahead, she anxiously called out, asking, "Brother, are you okay?" After completely finishing off the dragon, our hero replied calmly, "I'm fine. But it seems someone wants to have a conversation with us." The moment our hero says this, Senior Wu suddenly appears in front of him in a single flash. Our hero immediately turns serious and looks at him intently. Senior Wu then speaks, saying, "You are my lifesaver, the Entamer, aren't you?" Seeing Senior Wu act like this, Galen becomes slightly startled and nervously calls out her master's name. At the same time, Senior Wu's gaze shifts past our hero and lands on the dead dragon lying on the ground. Looking at it, he says, "Entamer, did you truly grow to this level all by yourself?" This mutated lizard was on the verge of completing its evolution. Once it transformed into a dragon, it would have surpassed the spirit creation realm and reached a level equivalent to the Vajra realm. Judging from its wounds clean, sharp, and precise, you killed it instantly with a single strike. He then begins thinking to himself, "Strange, on this young man, I sense twilight fire energy similar to that of a half-dragon, and it was extremely pure. Could it be that the warning detected earlier was?" At this moment, Galen steps forward and asks our hero, "Did you resolve it again?" Hearing this, our hero responds honestly, "The truth is, I directly finished it off." Hearing this, Galen is shocked and thinks to herself, if this half-dragon had successfully broken through, it would have possessed Vajra realm level power. And yet, the war zone had never detected its existence before. If it weren't for the Entamer, the consequences would have been unimaginable. Our hero then looks towards Senior Wu and says, "So it really is you. Elder Wu, there's no need to be so polite. I'm truly happy that a senior like you has recovered." After hearing this, Senior Wu laughs and replies, "Ha ha, and how could I not feel the same? With such a powerful junior like you, I can finally retire with peace of mind. Since you've already killed this half-dragon, may I ask you to help us keep this matter confidential?" Please don't let anyone outside Tianhai Forest know about its existence, including the Spirit Association. Our hero grows serious and begins thinking deeply. So that's how it is. Tianhai Forest may look like a mutation and cultivation zone under the jurisdiction of the Star God War Zone, but in reality, as the area with the most frequent spiritual energy fluctuations, anything could appear here. The things that emerge here might be even more abnormal than the dark anomalies of the extreme dark zone. The Star God War Zone must be bearing greater responsibility and doesn't want to place an even heavier burden on the Spirit Association. After thinking this through, he speaks seriously and says, "No problem. The Twilight Fire attribute I absorbed just now mainly focuses on devouring, which is extremely similar to the legendary Touty. That lizard earlier also absorbed Twilight Fire and was able to mutate into a half-dragon. Could it be that the secret of Tianhai Forest is that Touty once existed here? The abnormal changes brought by spiritual energy recovery are already causing terrifying damage even among ordinary creatures. If it were a ferocious beast like Touty, that would truly be a disaster. No wonder the Star God War Zone values this place so highly." Hearing our hero's words, Senior Wu extends his hand forward and says, "It seems you understand now. Thank you." Our hero also reaches out, shakes his hand, and smiles as he says, "Of course, none of us want high-level anomalies to truly be born. Before there are any signs, there's no need to place excessive pressure on more people, right?" After that, everyone exits the cave together. As they walk further outside, our hero suddenly feels a powerful aura and says aloud, "What kind of aura is this?" Ling Yi also senses the aura but cannot quite understand it and says, "It feels very pleasant, like a refreshing atmosphere." However, Galen feels it and says, "This is spiritual power." At that very moment, a figure appears before them, slowly advancing through towering bamboo trees.